Well, we made it. We finally made it. And just checked into the Luxor in the towers. And it's really early, which I was kind of surprised that they were able to get me in, but they were awesome and they had the room, so we're in. And in a minute, we're gonna walk over to the Mandalay Bay and check out what all the craziness is about. Check out the pre-day before the 10X event. Starts tomorrow on Friday at 8:50 a.m. So let's take a little look at the room here. So for starters, here is the view, which is not a bad view at all, right of the strip. MGM Grand there, the Excalibur. And I guess that's Tropicana over there. Yeah, the Tropicana. Anyways, this is a nice little room. I chose the towers because I like the styling of these rooms a little bit better. Don't get me wrong, I like the pyramid because of the architecture and the whole idea behind it, because I'm a big modern architecture junkie. But I like the styling of these rooms. Yeah, very nice. I mean, I don't think it's been a while since I've been in the pyramid rooms, a long while, or seen them, I should say, and they're not as nice as this. These rooms are much nicer. Whole Egyptian theme going on. Yeah, and I cannot complain about that view. That's a nice view. Super nice. All right, so I'm gonna get ready and we're gonna walk over to the Mandalay Bay. We're gonna check out anything that's going on over there and then probably go get some breakfast or lunch, seeing as how it's super early in the morning on Thursday. So Well, that wraps up day one of the 10X GrowthCon 4 experience. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you loved seeing all of the marketing materials and the execution of what he's doing over there, because that's really what I want to do in these videos in this series, is being able to share this event with you in the instance that you maybe weren't able to come to the event yourself. And so to that point, I put together a list of 3 things that I really kind of took away from seeing how the setup is there at the Mandalay Bay, talking with one of the guys there on the 10X team, and wanted to share that list with you. And I wrote it on my little receipt here. But, you know, the first thing was the thinking. You can really see 10X thinking throughout that setup, and you can kind of see it permeating everything. And of course, this is what Grant is known for, is going way bigger than most people would, or most people could, for lack of a better word. But you can really see it all there, and that's what I wanted to experience, because it shows us, it's kind of like the guy who broke the 4-minute mile, right? I'm not a runner myself, but that metaphor can be applied to any area of our lives. And as soon as that guy breaks it, it shows other people what they can do, right? That they can break it. And then a lot of people started breaking that mile. And that's why I like Grant Cardone. Yeah, there is, you know, a lot of like sales going on, and a lot of like really, what's the word I'm thinking of? Really elevated and eloquent and really well executed and orchestrated sales scripts and tactics, and that's all fine and dandy. But the reality is, we can all learn from Grant and 10X our own game, whatever that may be. You know, one of the things that I told the guy there, Christian was his name, we were talking, and I said, you know, well, because let me give you a little backstory first. Their whole thing that I get the impression of by talking with him and listening to some other people talk is that they just want to help everyone else be like a Grant, right? There's an avenue there and a road to model all the things that Grant does. Well, for me, as a content creator and just a creator in general, I don't see that as my model. Like, I don't see me putting on an event like that or me selling coaching like that, right? I prefer to be in the creator space, the content space, still content marketing, and still selling courses and digital products, but not in the way that Grant and his team does. Like, I'm not a sales trainer. I'm more of a creator, more in the business and lifestyle strategy and creation space. So it's a little bit different. So that's why that model doesn't really work for me, because it doesn't feel right for me. But still, I get a lot out of seeing how the model is executed, because I'm taking little bits and nuggets from how they do it, and I say, you know what? Well, I could do it in my way, a little bit different, to make my product offering a little more, you know, get it in front of more people, so to speak. So that's really what I saw, is like super 10X thinking. And you can do this in your business too, because you can just say, hey, you know, what would it look like if I went on a big global scale, right? I mean, Grant just got back from flying to a bunch of different countries in his private jet, tour around the world. I think he went to China, Dubai, Middle East, you know, Europe. He went all over the place. And that's really inspiring, spreading his message, and that's because he has 10X thinking. And so for all of us, we need that. So that's my first takeaway, is you can see it just permeates through everything, the 10X thinking. The second takeaway is execution. I kind of got this impression as I was seeing this thing unfold and getting into the emails, you know, receiving the emails coming up, leading up to the event. There was invitations to, you know, come and check out Cardone Capital, go and check out Cardone Ventures, a couple other businesses that he has that inviting me to go and check it out. And I'm sure everyone got an invite that was at the 10X GrowthCon, or that will be at the 10X GrowthCon. So I'm really looking at that and studying that, because that's very well executed, and they're leaving no stone unturned. And this is why a lot of people call Grant Cardone a way better marketer than he is a salesperson. I had the pleasure of watching some of the Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort's interview with Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone was a guest on Jordan Belfort's podcast, and Jordan Belfort makes no qualms about it. He's a straight up salesperson, and he thrives at sales. He loves talking about sales. He loves training salespeople. But Grant kind of positioned himself and kind of comes in more of the marketing. And I love that, because you and I both know that it's marketing that's going to get us to the next level, right? It's marketing that's going to open the doors for your business. It's thinking strategically, like Jay Abraham talks about, who incidentally was at, I think it was last year's, or maybe 2 years ago, he and Grant sat up on stage and analyzed people's business for them. That was phenomenal. There's a YouTube video about it. You can just probably search it up. But I love the thinking strategically. Dan Locke talks a lot about this too. Trying to find ideas or developing ideas that can get your product or service in front of more people, and, help more people more often, more efficiently, that kind of stuff, right? So I'm all about it. And granted, I'm always looking to bolster my sales ability too, but I really gravitate toward the marketing more just because I think it resonates with me more. It seems a little more creative, and it seems like I can have a really big impact on my business. So that's the second thing, was execution. The third idea that I took away was push. And Grant talks about this in the past too, the fact that he's pushing so hard into the universe with his ideas and with his business like creations, that there's no room, that you're either on board or you're not on board. And I can definitely see that in the team that he had out there. They're definitely, very welcoming, very friendly, very, I don't want to use the word aggressive, but very on point. Let's put it that way. They're there to sell products and sell things, right? Additional upsells. That's what they're there to do. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But because I want more push in my life, and I'm sure you do as well, because if you don't push the things that are already in the world, the structures that are already in the universal consciousness, whether it's in the business space or your personal life, you don't get. If you don't push, you don't get anything. And this is a huge lesson for human beings, because consciousness is very fixed and it takes a lot of energy. I'm not necessarily physical pushing, manipulation type stuff, but a lot of focused visualization and also action to actually make things happen in the world. And that's what all of us need to learn. So those are my three big takeaways from going and checking out the event over there at the Mandalay Bay earlier today. So again, definitely I could see 10x thinking in play, definitely 10x execution, and like leaving no stone unturned. A lot of strategic planning went into this. Obviously, this is his fourth event, and I'm sure that it's becoming more refined all the time. And so that's part of it. That's probably why part of it looks awesome, and it seems very well orchestrated. And then 3, you can definitely feel the push. And I think the push is going to get a lot more intense the next 3 days, especially because, getting a little taste of it today. But those are my 3 ideas. Hopefully you can put them to work in your business. 10x thinking, 10x execution, and 10x pushing your ideas into the world in a creative way, because that's another factor. Getting creative with your marketing efforts, taking the idea, putting your energy to it, and making it create wealth for you. This is the Buckminster Fuller idea that I've talked about before, and I really resonate with that, because all it is all the time is ideas. Everything's just an idea that we're selling to other people to make their lives better, enrich their lives. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that. And also remember, there are multiple videos in this series. You'll see this in all the videos. I'm going to direct you to where you can find videos for all the days, depending on what day you're watching right now. But that's 10X Growth Con Day 1, pre-registration day, kind of a little lay of the land tour of the Mandalay Bay Convention Center. So thanks so much for watching. Have an awesome day. And remember, check out those other videos for key takeaways from the speakers and insights and specific nuggets that you can put to work in your business to help you get more of what you want in your business and your life and more success. So thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found value in it, and I would appreciate it. That would be super awesome. That helps me out a lot. And until next time, all the best, health, wealth, and success. Thanks so much. Have an awesome day.